If you're expecting this video to be a fuck Activision, fuck Call of Duty, fuck microtransaction kind of video, that's not going to be this. For better or for worse, I'm making a more balanced kind of video. Modern Warfare is shaping up to be the best Call of Duty game we've had in years, especially during this generation. A more diverse type map design, better gun customization, a campaign that looks like it could be great. Modern Warfare will be well received at launch. Make no mistake, the game will get solid reviews from a variety of outlets from both critics and YouTubers alike. And the COD community will be split, as some people seem to like the more open map design and others not so much. But mark my words, Modern Warfare will get solid reviews at launch. But I'd like to tell you a story real quick, and it has to do with a little bit of my history with the Call of Duty franchise. For a while, I picked up COD games on sale. I normally pick up games on sale as I'm a pretty patient type gamer. So I'd pick them up during the summer and get to play through the campaign and, play through some of the multiplayer and rank up, and then I'd kind of move on and maybe go back to them occasionally after that, but for the most part, I'd been disappointed with a few CODs in a row. I enjoyed Ghosts and Advanced Warfare for what they were, despite them not necessarily being good games, and I have my issues with both of them, but I didn't hate them. Black Ops 3 became even more simplistic and had what I consider the worst campaign in the franchise. With each passing title, it felt like I was getting less and less out of the franchise, to the point where I only picked up Infinite Warfare to really be able to play Modern Warfare Remastered before they released Modern Warfare Remastered as a standalone release. And then I picked up World War II mostly because I was interested to see how the COD franchise would fare in the modern era, going back to its roots, going back to its more classic setting. World War II might be my least favorite game in the franchise, and it's definitely towards the bottom. The games just started to get stale, boring, and uninspired to me. So I decided after playing World War II with Black Ops 4 on the horizon, I was done with Call of Duty, at least with new games and spending my money on new products and time invested into new titles. I would still go back to the old ones and still play some Modern Warfare 1 and Modern Warfare 2, Black Ops and Black Ops 2. Some of the more classic titles in the series would still take up my time, but I really wasn't interested in investing in the future of the franchise. But then Black Ops 4 came out. And if you remember, the reception to Black Ops 4, while not spectacular, was very solid. It got solid praise from outlets and a general warm reception from the YouTube community. YouTubers like Favin, Actman, Forge Labs, a lot of those people who are some of my more trusted opinion type people that I look to see whether a game's worth investing my time into. These people didn't necessarily praise the game, showering it with love, but they did enjoy the game as a whole and were more or less positive, saying that it was the best COD we had received this generation. I'm not trying to hate on these people, because the point of the story is the game probably at launch was the best game we had received over the course of the generation. But then something began to change. As the months went by, more and more updates to Black Ops 4 came in, and as always with these updates, more and more microtransactions and predatory mechanics entered into the game, until the point where it just became a pay-to-win slogfest that even a lot of the most hardcore COD fans don't even like it anymore. And now, we talk to people, and Black Ops 4 is considered arguably one of the worst games in the entire Call of Duty franchise. Most people prefer a lot of the other games over it, despite the fact that at launch that was not the case. So what does this have to do with Modern Warfare? Well, my point is that it's probably going to be the same thing with Modern Warfare. The game's going to come out. People are going to praise the campaign and the multiplayer for a variety of things. The storytelling, the map design, the mission structure, the gun customization. It's all going to be there. And while there will be negatives and there will be drawbacks, and, I'm not saying the game is going to be a 10 out of 10 best game of the generation, I think it's safe to say that at this point, with as much time as we've had and from what we've seen, that the game is going to be well received. However, we also know this is Activision, and don't kid yourselves, there will be microtransactions, and I know this is not anything new, and you've probably heard this a million times, that they're going to add loot boxes and microtransactions as the year goes on. But I guess my point with this video is just to remind you that, yeah, it's going to get positive reviews, but maybe, just maybe, even after hearing the praise of this game, it's okay to not go out and buy it. It's okay to wait an update or two to really see how this game's post-launch release schedule is going to be handled. We know that probably what's going to happen is it's going to start with cosmetic-only non-loot boxes, then cosmetics in loot boxes, then variants in loot boxes, and then whole weapons that you can only get in loot boxes until there's more loot box weapons than there is weapons in the actual game that can be earned in-game. So it's okay to wait a few updates to really see how this pans out, because I hope I'm wrong. I hope this game somehow miraculously is great and handles its post-launch content well. But I don't think we can give Activision the benefit of the doubt. And I think it would be wise if you're someone like me that really hates microtransactions and feels like they actually actively damage your gameplay experience in a very large way, and to the point where it almost renders the game unplayable to you, that it's okay to wait out that initial hype and that initial wave of praise until we find out really what Modern Warfare is going to be like down the line. And I understand there are people that don't care about that. And if that's the case, go ahead, buy the game. If you're someone that just doesn't care about microtransactions, doesn't feel like it damages your gameplay experience and you don't really mind it, then by all means, buy the game, enjoy it. Or if you're someone that really doesn't care if the game is rendered unplayable after 6 months, if you get it at launch and you enjoy the launch window and you play with your friends and you're there for that, then by all means, again, get it. I'm not here to tell you what to do with your money. It's really up to you, and I understand that there are people that don't care about the microtransactions. But for those of us that do, if you're like me and you're kind of been on the fence with Call of Duty, you're 1 foot in, you're 1 foot out, you're hoping this is the game, you've been waiting for the game that returns your love to the series, but you're kind of tired of Activision, you're tired of the bullshit, and you're really not sure if you want to put up with it again this year, this is just a reminder that just because it gets positive praise at launch doesn't mean that it's going to be a game that we remember down the line as being a great experience. So thank you all for watching. This was really off the cuff and just something I wanted to talk about real quick. I normally don't talk about subscribing or liking or anything like that. I hate asking for that stuff. But if you do want to check out my channel, I do all kinds of content. I do ranking type videos for gaming reviews for like older games. I also talk about like movies and books and stuff, whatever I really feel like. You can check out some of my videos. I have more videos in the work, definitely. So if you're interested in sticking around, that'd be awesome. And included in those upcoming videos is a retrospective series taking a look back at each of the Call of Duty games and kind of looking at what they did well and did bad. I hope you guys enjoy the rest of your day. Bye.